Hi everyone, it's Miss D here, your Coco Librarian, with the first day of the 12 Days of the Holidays. Yay! Jingle, 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 jingle. So today we are going to be making snowflakes. And the snowflakes are going to be very unusual because it's going to be super awesome and super decorative because you're going to be able to stick it onto your window after it's all finished. So for today's program, all you are going to need is some glue. You can either use regular Elmer's glue, but for the sake of time for today, Miss D is going to be using her handy dandy glue like hot glue gun. So it's going to be super quick, so that way you guys kind of get the gist of what I am doing. You're also going to need some fun glitter. Yay! And some parchment paper or wax paper. And then a pen, because we are going to be drawing on the parchment paper to design our fun snowflake. So get all your ingredients together and let's get ready to do some fun crafts together. Since we are making a snowflake, everyone knows that all snowflakes are unique. So what we're going to do, we are going to be designing our very own special one. And I've decided to use a Sharpie so that way you are able to see it just a little bit more clearly, the design that I'm going to choose. So for me, I'm going to start off with creating my very own unique snowflake. I'm going to draw a line, then I'm going to draw another line, then I'm going to draw one going this way, then I'm going to draw one going this way. Then what I'm going to do to make it sort of a little bit more unique, I'm going to have some just going up just a little bit of the ways, just a teensy weensy bit of the ways to draw my own unique snowflake. And then for this one, I'm going to put some little designs at the top here, do some here, do a little bit there, do a little bit here as well. Do a little bit here. And I would not worry so much about the design because, as you know, we are going to be using glitter, and glitter makes everything so much better. At least that's what Miss D believes. Miss D believes glitter makes everything better. So we're going to just draw some here, draw a little bit of points. There we go. And then that's the first design of my snowflake, as you can see. Now I have my design. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next step, which I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to go over the design with my hot glue, but you are going to be using your regular Elmer's glue if you're using Elmer's glue and you're not able to use a hot glue. So if you want, you can either use clear or you can use the white glue, whichever one you prefer. But I have the clear glue and then I also have a hot glue gun. So we're going to go to the next step. All right, so while I was waiting for my hot glue to get all nice and hot there, I have the one design here that we made together, and then I made a super cool other one on this side too. So I have actually two designs that I am going to be able to use. So I am going to begin tracing over with my hot glue, my first design, and my second one, I'm actually going to be, I'm going to use the Elmer's glue for my second one, so that way you guys have like a demo on how it will come out using the Elmer's glue. So let me get started with tracing over, and I'm simply just going to recreate my design. I'm just going to move this a little bit closer so that way you guys can see. I'm going to just recreate my design, just trace it to the best of my ability. Now, glue starts to run, so you just want to be very, very careful and do this very slowly, so just take your time as you're tracing over it. And then what's great is when you're putting it on the parchment paper, it'll just come right up. Parchment or wax paper, it'll just come right up so that way it won't stick to it. It won't be permanently there. So I'm starting to get my design there. I have a little bit in the middle that I'll be able to, and as you can see, I have a couple of stringies, but I'll be able to get rid of those a little bit later. So now what I'm going to go around, it's going to do these little dots here, where I have my little points there, do a little dot here, do a little dot here, and now quickly, before this gets too dry, since I'm working with hot glue, I'm going to take a little bit of my glitter and just start sprinkling it, sprinkle, sprinkle, right onto my design there. Get it on there. Goo, 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 goo. And that's my glitter right here. I'm going to use red, because why not, right? It's all nice and holiday and festive. So I'm going to let that sit just for a little bit, so that way it dries fully. And then while I am waiting, I'm going to flip this around, get this a little bit closer to me, and have this facing you all. The design of my second one, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually start with my second one. And I'm going to be very, very careful. So I'm not going to have my, I'm not going to open my glue too much, because otherwise if I do, it'll all come running out at once. And then then it like just kind of goes everywhere. And I don't want that. I want to make sure it's in a nice, even, like straight, like thin line rather than something very thick. So what I want to do, I'm going to start right now just tracing my design with the glue. Just open just a little bit. Start tracing my design with the glue. Perfect, 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 perfect. Just go up, then I'm going to go this way. Now keep in mind, when you're using regular glue, it's going to take a little bit of time for this to dry, but that's okay. That's all right. Patience. Sometimes beauty is patience. You have to be patient a little bit. And then I'm just going to keep on going. And then your design for your snowflake can be as like complex, can be as simple, however you want. Like whatever kind of design you want. The important thing is this is your snowflake and you want to make it as unique as possible. That's the important thing. And no two snowflakes are alike. So just make it unique for you. And then I'm just going to do this one. Go up. Do, do. Do, 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 do. Do. There we are. And then now what I'm going to do, I am going to actually make this one pink, because I love, love, love pink. I'm going to do this one. Just put some pink. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'm just going to let that one sit. So just give that one a few minutes, which might take actually longer than a few minutes for this particular one to dry compared to this one. And this one is taking just, give it a few seconds more. And while I'm waiting, I have got these glitter from Target, and they were on sale, which is super awesome because glitter usually is super expensive. So it's nice to always catch it when it's on sale, but glitter is so much fun to work with, you know? So this one is my red one. Then I had my pink one. And then I have like this sort of purplish color one. And of course I have the basic silver and a gold, but these were just some fun festive holiday colors I felt would go over really well. So let's just go like, press this down. And I think this should be almost ready for the peel. Okay, so this looks like it is ready to be peeled up, starting to like able to like move it around a little bit. So I'm going to just kind of go around and start to slowly separate it from my parchment paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we are. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to kind of shake off some of the excess, because keep in mind I used hot glue. So sometimes for the hot glue it gives like these little, I like to call them like little tendril looking leftovers. So I kind of am peeling those away and peeling off some of the excess glitter that we have here on here. I'm just kind of peeling it away, just going through very gently, because this one's slightly a little bit of a delicate mini snowflake that I have. So here we are. Then make sure I separate it so it kind of gives it its little separations. And then here we are. Here's my little mini snowflake that I have made. This is my first one. And as you can see, I have glitter all over my hands. And they're super fun to make. And then this one naturally is going to take a little bit of some time for that one to get done. Then this one's all finished. This is the one I made with the hot glue. And then this is able to be, you can stick this on like your window, or if you want, you can kind of like take a little bit, you can glue a piece of string to it. This one's kind of looks spidery. You can glue a piece of string to it, and then you can also just kind of like hang them around the house. You don't necessarily have to put them on the window for decoration, but you can kind of just hang them everywhere, like hang them on a tree, make yourself like a nice little ornament if that's something you wanted to do. So there we are, up close, ta-da! All right, everyone, thank you for joining me. This has been Miss D, your Coco Librarian, making fun little snowflakes. Make sure you make a ton of them, hang them around, get festive for this year, and don't forget to join me tomorrow with our next 12 Days of the Holidays. I look forward to seeing everyone. In the meantime, as always, happy reading. Bye.